and see how the body's doing so that you can pick the exercises and modifications that work the best for you. Okay, let's see, I can get my notes where I can read them this morning so I can remember what we're doing. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to LisaBug Circuit Training. We are in the month of May 2026, and we're working on timed intervals of cardio, strength, core, balance, stretching, with lots of modifications in between. So what I'd like to do to start warming up is I want you to practice kind of a balance move that we're going to be doing later in class. So just standing with your feet about hips distance apart, step forward with the right foot enough to where your back heel lifts off the floor. And then as you step back, you'll step back with that right foot and your heel will be off the floor. So whenever the foot's in the back, the heel is up. So right foot again moves forward, left heel comes up, step back just to the ball of the foot. Now, as you're doing this today in the strength training, you might have to tap here before you put your foot back. So it just depends on how your balance is doing for this today. So this is just a good practice session for this. So your left leg is never leaving the ground. It's just lifting off the heel and back. The step is not huge because if you try to take too big of a step, then it's going to kind of wreak havoc with your balance. Okay, so with this exercise today, we have weights. So imagine you have them. You're going to step forward, pull back, and then step that right foot back, pull back. So these are rows on a little bit of an angle, and it's a lot of balance. And then the left leg is working to push your body backwards and to send your body forward. So let's do one more to the front and one more to the back, and then step together. So you might have felt a little nice warm up here for this hip. So let's try it on the other side. I'm going to step forward with my left foot, my back heel lifts, and then I step back with my left foot, just the ball of the foot's on the floor. So what we're doing here is a very functional movement of stepping forward. We walk, which is very functional, but we don't often walk backwards, right? So this part going back, you might struggle more with the balance piece. And then this right leg is your stabilizer leg. The left leg is your moving leg. Okay, so let's try it now with the arm row. Pull, step back, and pull. Now, when we do this in class today, we have pretty heavy weights. This is a strong muscle group, right? So I want you to challenge yourself with your heavier workload for these, if you feel up to it today, of course. And we'll be doing these for just about 60 seconds on one leg, and then we'll come back around and repeat it for 60 seconds on the other leg. And back, let's do one more to the front, and one more to the back, and come to center. Okay, let's do our body wave to start to elevate the heart rate and to work on balance a little bit more again, lifting up on the toes. This is from our lymphatic warm-up. I love this one. As I've mentioned, it works so many muscles. It works strength and range of motion and balance. It gets the heart rate up, so it's working our breathing. Good. Now, one more, and then rest. I want to do this a little differently today. So all I want you to do is the legs. Step out to the right, squat, step in, and lift up on your toes. Step out to the left, and lift up. Step out. So now we're doing a little bit more movement laterally with the hips. Then we'll step out, squat, and lift up. Squat, and up. Good. Bend the knees, then you're up on the toes. So it's our same body wave, but we've added movement to the side. And I have to get my timing down because it feels a little different. Right. Let's do one more on each side. Squat, raise up, squat, raise up. Squat down and hold. Single arm movements forward and back. 10, 9, 8. You're holding those knees bent. It's like a wall sit a little bit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now push and pull. Pushing with the front hand, pulling with the back hand. So I'm pushing, flexing my wrists, then I'm squeezing my hands together, making a fist. If you're not quite getting it, go slower. Push, pull, push, pull, push, pull. Then pick up the pace. Good. You're rotating your body, so you should feel your core working. Your knees are still bent. Good. Sitting into that little baby wall sit, little baby squat or chair pose. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dead arms, step and twist around side to side. Good. So our goal is to get that lymphatic fluid moving, get the blood flow moving to the capillaries, start to get the heart rate up, and check in with the body to see how all your joints are doing today. Is there any spots that are a little achy or a little sore or just don't feel quite right? And then just kind of rate your body on a scale of 1 to 10. How's your energy? And then we're going to get that energy up with our class today, as well as the sweat meter. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Great job. Nice wide position. Starfish, bend the right knee. Double tap, open. Double tap, open. Tap, tap. Now you can start up pretty good. And if you want to take it a lower, you can hinge forward a little bit, come down here. Double tap, up. Double tap, up. Good. Find the range of motion that works good for you. And try to touch a different part of your skin each time if you can. So we're activating those capillaries and the lymph. 4, 4, 3 more each side. Great job. 2 more, rotate. Rotate. 1 more each side. And come up. 5-pointed star, inhale. Goddess squat. So look how I have my elbows bent and my wrists flexed. So I'm pulling my fingers down. Spread your fingers wide and come down. Inhale, exhale. Good. So we're working through the wrists, flexion, the hands and fingers, the elbows and shoulders, the hips and knees and ankles. 4, and 3. Good. Knees are out, pointing toward the center of the foot. 2, and 1. Good job. Step your feet back together. Lymphatic hops. Up and down. Little bounces. Shake everything out. Maybe a little twist. Good. Do what you can today. Just a few of these. You don't have to completely come off the floor. Shake everything out. Look for good posture. Just about 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step your right foot back, push your heel down, stretch, push your arms behind you. Then step forward, take a breath in. Step your left foot back, push your heel down. So this is a slow movement because we're looking for stretching the calf. Inhale, push back, exhale. Ooh, man, I'm feeling the calves are really tight today. And you want to keep your back foot parallel because if you turn it out, you'll miss the stretch. 4, and 3. Shoulder range is up to you. 2, and 1. Okay, let's hydrate, get a nice drink of water as we get ready to start our first cycle. And we're going to do a plank variation of bird dog. So I'm going to give you time to get down on the floor for your bird dog. We're only going to do one side, and it's 60 seconds long, but we're going to move in our bird dog today. So let's come on down to hands and knees. Whatever way works best for you to come on down. And it's really important that we get good setup before we start an exercise. So don't get too excited to go right into it. I want you to get a good setup, nice hands and knees position. So our right leg will be the one that's back. Our left arm is forward, and let's begin. So right leg back, left arm forward. What I want you to do is bring your elbow and your knee towards each other and extend. We'll do 5 of those. Elbow to knee and extend. 4. Now these variations are just options, of course. 3 and 2. Hold it out in 1. Now take the hand and leg to the diagonal for 5. Whoops, I just almost knocked something over. And 4. Nice neutral spine. 3 and 2 and 1. Back to neutral, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and recover. Okay, take your time to come back onto your feet. We'll come back to the other side once we go through this cycle. Okay, so now that movement that I taught you in the warm-up, we're going to be doing that with our heavy weights. So I've got some 8s here. I think that's going to be good for that. So grab your heavy weights. The right leg will be the moving leg. The left leg will be the stabilization leg. So we'll step forward, row, step back, and row. Good. So we have 1 minute of these, guys. And you pick your pace. It's a whole different ball game with weights now for me, for my balance. I really feel the difference. Whew. So get yourself set before you pull. Make sure you have your balance. Get set and pull. You have 30 seconds to go. Good job. Whew. I had to tap in the middle that time, which is okay. If you need to step in here and tap your foot and then go back so you have your balance, it's great. Okay, 10 seconds. Then we're going to set the weights down and pick up our light stretchy band. This is your last one. And then step in. Okay, weights are down. Pick up your light stretchy band. Option, of course. Now, your left foot again is going to be or right foot's going to be the moving leg. I want you to go forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Now you can pick your left foot off the floor and you're going to pull, pull, pull. Good. So as the foot's to the front, press the band out. And I'm only lifting it about shoulder height, but you don't even need to lift it that high. This is our little mambo step. Forward, back. We're doing it fairly quickly so that we can get the heart rate up here. Good. Out. Let's do another 30 seconds. If your arms get tired, just do the legs. Forward and back. Forward and back. Pull. I have a medium band, I think. What do I have? No, I have a light. Now my extra light is my green one. Good. 10 seconds. Out. And breathe. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set your band down. If you need a wall or chair for balance, have that ready. Our next exercise is balance. Right leg comes up, single leg stance. Good job. Now we're letting our heart rate come on down. We spiked it up between the strength training exercise, then the cardio, kind of peaked it a little bit, and now it's coming down. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. Okay, now a stretching exercise. Send your right leg back, open up your hip flexor here, tighten your glute, and take your side stretch. Just hold. This does involve balance a little bit too, depending on how close your feet are together from right to left side. And I want you to feel the side of your body stretching while our heart rate is still coming down. Your hip flexor all the way up your side waist, your lat muscle, even up here into your tricep. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now we start again with our bird dog on the other side. If you need a little quick swig of water, I'm going to give you time to get down, so there's no real big hairy rush here. And I'll start my timer. So again, we're going to have those same movements that we did in our bird dog, if that feels okay for your body. So this time when we do bird dog, our left leg will be back. Our right arm will be forward. Let's begin in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and begin. Left leg back, right arm forward. Bring elbow to knee 5 times. 1. Extend it out. 2. Interesting how this side feels more wobbly for me. 3. I'm not quite sure why, and I think it's pretty normal. 4, and 5. Now the arm and the leg go to the diagonal. 1, and 2. Modify these guys if you need, guys. 3, 4, 5. Then holding steady, 5 seconds to finish. 4, 3, 2, and rest. Great job. Take your time to come on up. You're grabbing your heavy weights. I'm giving us about 30 seconds to get in position. Then our left leg will be our moving leg forward and back. Our right leg will be our stationary leg. We've got 1 minute, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, and begin. Left foot steps forward. Pull. Left foot goes back. Pull. Good. Forward, your back heel comes off the floor. As you step back, your back heel is off the floor. Now, if that's really hard and you're really wobbly, go ahead and let your foot completely flatten down. It's not a bad thing. It's just a little bit more challenging on balance if our back heel is off the ground. Good. We have 30 seconds to go on this. And it's a lot easier to step forward than it is to step back because our body functionally is more used to stepping forward. 15 seconds. Then we're going to pick up that optional light band to do our little mambo step with the upper body pull. Good job. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, weights down. Band is up. We're going to start the mambo step as soon as you're ready. Left foot forward and back, forward and back. Then bring the arms up and pull, pull, pull. And I'm dropping my arms down each time so I can rest my shoulders. But you could stay up here and you just leave your arms up, pull and pull. And I kind of like the down and up for a couple reasons. You get your shoulders working. Yep. as they're lifting up and down, and your shoulders get a little rest at the bottom. Nice job. We've got 30 seconds. Up and up. Pull it out. Good. Now I'm going at kind of a moderate, fast pace. You can go faster. You can go slower. Do what you feel best at today, but do set the bar for yourself. And we got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set that band down. Find your balance. Your left leg is going to lift into single leg stance. Up we go. Breathe. Let your heart rate settle. Now your arms don't have to be out like this. Remember when we did the assessment about 3 years ago, we had our hands on our hips, so we can do that as well. Or you can lightly touch something to help you balance. Bring your awareness to your posture. And 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now this left leg steps back into your flexibility exercise. Slightly tuck your hip under so you feel this elongating here. And side stretch over. Brace your core at the same time you're stretching your core. Take some deep breaths. Really fill your lungs. So we'll be going into the next segment. Our plank variation is a side plank. So I'm going to give you time to get down onto your knees. 5 seconds here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's get a drink first. I'm feeling parched. So I'm going to give you an option not to put your hand on the ground for side plank. You can go back and do another bird dog. If side plank just isn't, if you're not a fan of that today, go back to bird dog. That's all right. Okay, so I'm going to give you time to come on down. Getting up and down off the floor is an exercise in and of itself. I try not to get us up and down that many times for the flow of the class, but it's a good thing to do. So we're going to send our right leg out to the side. So this is called gate pose. Then take your arms out to the side, and we are just going to tip until your fingertips touch the floor. This is your side plank. Okay, let's start our minute here. Okay, so we're going to stay here for a minute. Our option here is to add a twist. So we're going to rotate down, bringing that upper arm underneath your armpit, and rotate back up 5 times. And I just have a tiny bit of weight into my left fingertips, not very much. 4, this goes slow, rotate. 3, you could put your hand up on something here too. A block or a hand weight works really nice here. Rotate and up. Let's do one more because I lost count. Rotate and up. Now just hold your plank till we finish the minute. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, take your time to come up onto your feet. I'm going to give you the next exercise for strength training. Take your time. Got about 30 seconds to come up on your feet. You've got weights that you can do bicep curls. I'm going to go down to my 5s. I think I could do my 8s, but we're doing this for a minute. So remember in the warm-up, we stepped out into a squat and in. So we're going to do that now with bicep curls. So curl one, curl the other. Curl one, come with me, 1 minute. So your right leg is your moving leg. Your left leg is your stability leg. Now, if you want to throw something else in other than bicep curls, that's okay too. So do a little of your own thing here with weights. Step it out. Now think about your right leg pushing away. So you're gonna push away from the floor to step back in. 30 seconds. Heart rate's starting to come back up now, preparing us for the cardio movement. And our cardio is going to be some side lateral movements as well. And we can use our band. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set your weights down. Option to pick up that little stretchy band. So this right leg, we're going to step touch to the right and lift the leg out. Step touch and lift. Now I'm going to pull like a bow and arrow. Okay, 1 minute, guys, at your pace. Pull like a bow and arrow. Pull. So my right leg is my moving leg lifting. My right arm is my stabilizing arm, and I'm pulling. You can do it without the band. Just be right here and do the movement. Good. So we have 1 minute of this. Pull, pull. Nice lateral movement on the the frontal plane of movement. So frontal. Good. We've got about 20 seconds to go on this side. And then we're going to go to our balance pose. Good job. Pull it out. Nice. And 10 seconds. Feel that hip working. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, guess what? The balance leg, similar movement. We're going to step on our left leg, lift our right, come into starfish balance. And again, your arms don't have to be up. It can be wherever you'd like. Traditional starfish balance we're holding here. And I can feel my balance is not wanting to cooperate on this side. That's okay. That's why we're doing this today, right? Let your heart rate come down. Breathing. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and relax. Okay, our stretch. Okay, we have a figure 4 stretch. So we're going to bring our leg up, cross it over, stretch here. You can sit in a chair. You can put your hand on the wall. So we're stretching this hip on that right side. That's the one we kept lifting up and down, up and down. And then we held it up. So now we're stretching it. This is a great one to do. Sit down in your chair and just bring your leg up and lean forward. But we can also add it kind of to balancing by taking our hand away from the surface once we're there. And we have 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and come up. Okay, now we repeat all of that on the opposite side. So I'll give you time to come down to your side plank, grab a drink if you'd like. No rush to get in position. Make sure you get yourself set up. Got to get my little blanket here for my knees. So now when we come down, this time our left leg is the one that extends into gate pose, and we side stretch until we're in our plank position. So whenever you're ready, come on in. I'm starting the clock now. Side plank. Then we have our optional rotation. This top arm is going to reach down, and you're looking down toward the floor or behind you. And then we come back up 5 times. Rotate your spine. Stabilize everything. 4. Good job. Remember, you can put something under your hand like a block or a dumbbell. 3. I feel this right leg really working here. It's a little extra bonus. 1 more rotation. Then hold your side plank. We have 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up. Great job. Take your time to come to your feet. A lot of transitions today, but it's good for us to do. Okay, so now we have our bicep curl weight. We're going to be stepping out into our squat to the left side while we've got our bicep curl. So get ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. Squat and curl. Squat, curl. The amount that you squat, it's all up to you. There's no right or wrong. You can do tiny ones. You can take it deeper. You can mix it and match it. But I want you to push off of your leg. Push. Use that outer thigh. Push. Good job. Breathing. Exhale when you come up. You're halfway through. We have 30 seconds left on this exercise. And again, you can change the biceps if you want to do something different. Yes. We've been doing LisaBug classes for 6 years now. Can you believe it? So you've learned a lot of things that you can do on your own. And I love that. Okay, we're almost there, guys. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weights are down. Take a hold of your optional light weight for our bow and arrow. So we're going to step to the left, lift the leg. Step to the left, lift the leg. Step to the left, pull, bow and arrow. Okay, get ready. Once you have it, let's go for 1 minute here. Step, lift, bow and arrow. Step, lift. Now this leg lift doesn't have to be high. It can be very tiny because I want the work in your hip, not into your spine or causing you to go down like this. So keep everything upright. Step and pull. Step and pull. Good. You can also lower this left shoulder down a little bit more. Come right in here. If it bothers your shoulder, don't do it, or change it to this one. Pull back from here if it feels better to have your arm to the front. Yeah, Linda, maybe you're bringing your arm to the front. Maybe Esther. Maybe Chris Norman. So see what you can do. We have 15 seconds. Maybe Tom. A lot of us with little shoulder issues. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set that down. Good job. We balance now. Make sure you have something to hold if you need to. Your left leg is the one that's up. Starfish balance. So it's good for us to try to balance about 30 seconds in each of these. And it's okay if you tap your foot down. Just keep going, readjust, do what you can. And if your toes down on the ground lightly, you're still working balance. You can keep it down there. It doesn't have to be lifted up. And I'm feeling this work right there. Breathing. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now the figure 4 stretch on that hip. So you can sit in your chair. You can hold the wall. Bring the ankle up. Open out your knee and bring your upper body forward a little. Ooh, yes. You could also go down onto your back and do it laying on your back. But then that would be getting down on the floor again. So we're getting ready to go into the next segment. Your plank variation is going to be full plank, either from the hands, on the wall, on a countertop, on the ground, on the chair, from your knees or from your toes, and you can also do from your elbows. So let's come up, shake everything out, grab a drink, Get ready for the plank of your choice. 1 minute. And this one, we're going to be holding it steady unless you want to add any movement variations. I'm not going to cue any. I'm not going to put that down because I'm going to try not to put my knees on the ground. Okay, so let's give you a few more seconds to get set up for this plank variation. So this is the one where I really want you to challenge your core strength here as best as you can. So let's get ready to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, and begin. 1 minute. So some things to think about. How's your head position? Try not to let your head drop down, or don't look up at the computer screen. Keep the back of your neck level with the front of your neck, and the right side of your neck, and the left side of your neck. Try not to let your hips sag down or your butt to be up in the air. So make your body as level as you can. 30 seconds to go. Adding any progressions or regressions of this. I'm going to come down to my elbows for the last 20 seconds. That feels a little bit better for my wrists. Stay strong and breathing, everybody. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a second to give yourself a counter stretch, maybe a child's pose. Stretch it out. Whatever position you're in, give yourself a break. And then take your time to come back onto your feet for the next strength training segment. I got to check my notes. Okay, yes. So this one, you might want your lighter weights. So we're going to be working the back of the shoulder and the triceps. So I've got my 3s for this. What we're going to do is take our right foot forward. Our left foot has that heel lifted in back. It's our split stance. And as we do a squat down, we're going to lift our arms straight behind us and then come up. So let me get the clock ready. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. Squat, lift, up. So I want you to feel a little bit more work in your front leg, but you're not leaning forward. I still want you to bend the back knee so your body's going straight down to the floor. And you should feel this in the back of your shoulders and in the triceps. If your weights are too heavy to lift your arms straight behind you, lift a bent elbow and up and down and up. Good. 1 minute on these. This is set 1, of course. Split squat with a rear shoulder raise. Heart rate's coming back up. 10 seconds. Good. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set your weights down. Your cardio is either little lymphatic hops or jog with a jump rope. So whenever you can get started, go, or you can march. So we're doing this spinning movement here. Your elbows are in tight. We're going to spin our arms forward for the first 30 seconds and then backwards for the second 30 seconds. You can do your lymphatic hops. So just put on your inner jump rope. Good job. Okay, go the other direction. Spin backwards. Backwards. Now I'm not spinning my whole arm, right? I'm doing it right in here. This is some rotator cuff activation. Breathing, breathing, jogging, hopping, whatever you'd like to do here. Good job. 10 seconds. My floor is really squeaky. Can you guys hear that? And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Our balance pose. What have we got? Tandem stance. So take your right foot forward and try to bring it to the toe of your back foot. So it's like you're standing on a balance beam. Good. Now you can do anything you want with your arms. I'm just trying to keep my balance by moving my arms. But if you want to do something with your arms to challenge your balance, go ahead, and make this a little bit more challenging for yourself by moving your arms a little bit. Now try to tighten up your fanny and squeeze your inner thighs. I'm trying to remember back in my childhood who called it a fanny. Did anybody call it a fanny? I don't know why I brought that up. But sometimes things come back from your childhood, right? 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now your back foot here is going to step back a little farther and then bend your knee, flex your ankle, and our stretch right now is the hamstring. So just take it down until you feel the back of your right leg stretching. And we're breathing. And then we're going to get ready to go back and repeat everything in this cycle. So start thinking about, what am I going to do for my plank variation this time? Whatever you're going to do is fine for you in this moment. 5 seconds holding your stretch. 4, 3, 2, and come up. So let's take our time, get a drink, any other little kind of movements that would feel good in your body, stretching it out. Take your time to get into your plank position. Okay, I hope the body's feeling great today. So I'm going to try my plank with one of my legs lifted off the floor for the first 30 seconds. And then the other one. I don't know how that's going to go. I haven't practiced it, but I'm going to try that. Okay, so give yourself just a few more seconds to get in position. Think about where you're going to go with your plank. We're starting in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and begin. So I'm going to do a little leg raise in my plank. That doesn't mean that's what you got to try, but hey, if you want to, it's cool. If it doesn't work, just set your foot back down. I'll tell you when we're at 30 seconds if you're wanting to lift your leg. You can also set your other knee down on the mat and lift your leg. That is cool as well. Okay, that's 30 seconds. So let's switch if you're doing a leg raise or switch to something else. So this side, not so good, because it hurts my knee. So I'm going to set it down and go right here. Yeah, we can just adjust for whatever comes our way in class. Don't have to be a hero and fight through something that hurts. Okay, guys, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Take a break, maybe a child's pose. Anything that feels good. No rush to get up onto your feet. Or if you're already on your feet, you can do some stretching there. And then we're going to start to transition into our strength training exercise, which is the split squat with the rear arm raise. So we got about 30 seconds to get there, so take your time. I've got my 3-pounders. And this time in our split squat, our left foot will be the front leg. The right heel is lifted in the back. We can practice 1 or 2 before we get started. So as we squat down, we're going to lift our arms back and then we come up. Get ready in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and begin. Down and up. So I love the split squat for a lot of reasons. It's a great way to work our legs, but it also focuses on our balance a little bit. It's functional because when you think about things you do in life, you usually have one foot in front of the other. If you're bending over to pick something up off the floor, what have you. So this is very functional. Good for strength training, good for balance. 30 seconds to go. Down and up. Excellent. Do what you can. Remember, you can bend your elbows a little bit. Sit your hips back. Make sure your back knee is bending, not just your front knee, because I don't want to see you going forward like that. I want you to go straight down. Whew. Okay, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set your weights down. Lymphatic hops or jumps or runs with your jump rope. So get ready whenever you're ready to start. Jump rope forward. Squeak. I'm going to try to find a different spot in my floor that's not squeaking. No, that one squeaks. You can move around your room. There, that one doesn't squeak as bad. Good job. Do what you can. Hop, march, run in place, bounce, anything. Good job. Okay, let's reverse. Go backwards with your jump rope. Cardio. So I want you to get your heart rate up here. Go, go, go. Nice job. Breathing. Do what you can. Keep moving. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and rest. Balance. Tandem stance. This time your left foot's the front foot. Your right foot's going to tuck in behind. And hold your balance. Now just notice your heart rate was up from that. Let it start to recover. Good. So having our heart rate lift and lower is a great way to train our cardiovascular system, something called the heart rate recovery. So we want to spike it up, bring it down, so that our heart and lungs become more efficient at coming down after we've elevated it. So the faster your heart rate comes down, the more in better shape your heart is in certain ways. Okay, so we're coming up to 30 seconds here. Let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now this back foot steps back a little further so we can flex up the front ankle and stretch our hamstring. We also have a little stretch down the back of our leg too. And we breathe. Inhale and exhale. So I have just a few more exercises, but we're only going to do them one time. And we're going to do them from down onto our mat. So let's hold this again. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. So we'll be finishing down on the floor. We're going to be sitting down. I like to have a little blanket underneath my tailbone because it's kind of bony. And I want you to have either one heavy weight or moderate weight or 2 light ones. We're going to do the Russian twist today. Now this exercise can also be done sitting in your chair. So if you'd rather not come down to the floor one more time, that's fine as well. So what I want you to do for your Russian twist today, this is kind of fun. We're going to practice it a little bit and then you can come in and join me. Let's see, I think I'll face directly forward. So you have one weight, heavy or moderate. It's over on this side. You're going to lean back a little bit so that you can activate your core. You're going to pick up that weight, move it to the other hand and set it down, and then do a twist away. Then pick it up off the floor, set it down, twist away. Okay, if you're ready to join me, we have 1 minute of these. So one twist, we're passing the weight. One twist, we have no weight. One twist, we're passing the weight. One twist with no weight. Good. Now you can kind of change this up a little bit by maybe lifting one foot off the floor for a rep and then the other foot off the floor for a rep. or you can try to pick up both feet. I don't know. That's probably not a good idea, but it's doable. We have 20 seconds, guys. Or you can do the twist with no weight at all. And that's probably happening if you're sitting in your chair. Good job. Last 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax. Our stretch now is a butterfly. So pull your heels a little bit in towards your groin and stretch. So I want you to feel your stretch here for inner thighs and in your lower back. And you can play with the amount that your legs, your feet are away from you. It does change the stretch a little bit. And 2, Linda, if you're feeling that in your upper back area, maybe take the hands behind the back. Everybody can try that as well. So now as we're holding this stretch, I want you to look to the right. And then look to the left. One more time, look to the right. And look to the left. Okay, come back to center. Take that weight that you had, and we're going to lay down on our back and do some single arm presses with a little baby bridge. So take your time to come on down. I'm going to put the weight in my right hand. So what we're going to do here for 10 reps is we're going to bend the elbow down, and as we push it up to the ceiling, lift your hips up off the floor. 1, come down, press up. 2. Now you could do both hands at the same time, sure, but when we use just one arm, it causes our core to have to adjust and work a little bit harder. 5, exhale coming up. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now hold the hips up, bend your elbows so the weight comes right by the right ear and straighten your arm up. 10. This is a tricep extension. 9, and we're going to try to hold that bridge, isometric. 8, 7. I wonder if David's joined us yet. 6. If you're there, David, let's just relax until we can chat with you. 5, exhale up. 4, keep those hips up, guys. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, lower your hips down. Just set the weight off to the side for a second and let both of your knees drop over into a twist and just hold here and stretch. So it's our little bit of a windshield wiper stretch and just hold. And then we're going to repeat all of that on the other side to finish up our class today. Okay, bring your knees back to center. Take the weight in your left hand. Now hold it up. We'll bend the elbow down, and as you push the weight to the ceiling, lift your hips up and down. 2, we're going for 10. 3, and I have my right hand on my abdomen, so I'm not using this hand to balance myself on the floor. Really squeeze the glutes and hamstring as you come up. 5 more. Up and down. How we doing on time? 4. Ooh, we're getting there. We're going to cut it close. 3, 2, hold it up. So stay up in your bridge. Bend your elbows so the weight comes next to your ear and straighten your arm. Your upper arm does not move. Your elbow is right toward the ceiling. 9. Make sure this is the right weight for this. 8. Squeeze the glutes and breathe. 7. This also helps open up your hip flexors and quads a little bit. 5. Almost there. 4. Control it on the way down. 3. Control, control. 2. And last 1. And then lower down. Set your weight down. Drop both of your knees over to the left and hold your twist. Take some deep breaths. Give yourself some positive self-talk right now. How about say, hey, good job today. Good job for even showing up and for doing your best and for supporting the LisaBug community. It's so important to our longevity. Okay, so this is the last time you'll have to get up off the floor, at least for class today. So take your time to come up any way that works for you. No rush. Then take your feet wide. So we're going to do a nice, easy starfish twist. Come down slow and up. 3 more. Down slow and up. 2 more. Slow and up. 1 more. Slow and up. Now come all the way down to the middle. If you need to put your hands on a chair or a block or something, and we'll just hold this nice wide leg stretch about 10 seconds. Stretching out the posterior chain, calves, Achilles tendons, hamstrings, glutes, low back, mid back. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. Now slowly roll your spine up. So C-curve your spine, tuck in, roll up, restacking your vertebrae until you come all the way up. Inhale one last time. And everyone said, great job today, everybody. I hope you can stay for a chat. I know, Chris, you have to run, so I'll see you next time. I'll get in touch with you about swinging by. All right, let's shut our recording off and we'll have a chat. Great job, everybody. Nice size group today. Awesome.